Wait, are we recording?
No.
Are we?
Yes.
Oh. Shit.
Oh shit, my mic is muted.
Everybody, show what you got for food today.
Fucking nothing, because I've already ate it because we weren't gonna stream.
Yo, Rasmus, up top, I got nothing as well.
But y'all broke. Eat some
Not
food.
so nice now, is it?
Actually, it tastes pretty good.
Whoa, I can see my
Oh,
reflection.
Yeah, I
well
took
done,
your
Becky.
recommendation from last week, you know? I'm just,
It's
we're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Nothing too
We're not-
bad.
We're not doing this.
I got nothing souffle.
Nothing too bad.
It's not
Oh.
too bad of a good consistency.
I got filet mignon. No, I'm not got filet mignon.
Cut the VOD.
Now I've put all
Anyway.
the pepper from Wild Mike's pizza on the pizza.
That doesn't even look edible, dude. Who the fuck is Wild Mike?
We're gonna like.
Let's get it started. You know,
If I'm
Let me
allowed to
turn on
answer,
my
Wild
sensor.
Mike drives an F650.
Nope.
Did you know that?
there.
There we
Who
go.
the fuck is John Appleseed?
Can you go back to the John Appleseed Twitter tag, please? And he's fucking gone.
Well, now that
It's his topic, the environmentalism thing.
we're not going on to the environmentalism, we're going to start from top to bottom, right? No, from what Trayson said.
I
I
don't.
don't know. Just
Oh,
read the
fuck.
list.
Congressional TikTok hearing, right?
It's funny.
I feel like there's a lot to talk about there. Though I feel like that's very agreeable too.
Let's wait until our.
Oh
Where'd he
my
go?
gosh. There's so much pepper.
You can see, bro, it's pee-pee time.
You know that episode of Teen Titans Go where they eat all the pepper and they're like, ah, wait, the pepper doesn't work anymore. And then they eat the really, really hot pepper and they start going, ah!
Remember the episode where Robin puts a flake of salt?
All right, guys.
Who is John Appleseed?
Today's special guest, John Appleseed.
Ah.
I'm here to talk about the TikTok situation in the Supreme Court.
Alright, now, who knows what actually happened?
Not
So,
me.
the United States Senate
Okay.
proposed a bill, or yeah,
Doesn't
they
really matter to me.
proposed a bill to ban TikTok on the United States of America. Correct.
Oh.
I
So
don't know,
the,
Noah.
the CEO of TikTok came and spoke before Congress a couple days ago to testify and answer some concerning questions that the Congress had, right? So, in theory, it was to try and clear up some misconceptions.
I didn't hear what he said. I didn't hear what he said.
No.
I did not hear what he said.
Alright, now listen, digging the article on the screen real quick.
Article's gonna come up here.
Wait. Can you grab the article and move it up?
What are you?
Put it over here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I fix it. It's better now.
Anyway, as I was saying, the
I got
CEO
banana. I got banana.
All the Wild Mike's pizza sitting hard right now.
Just kept on tripping.
That got me tripping.
How many cups you got?
1, 2, 3.
No, wait, no, don't count it, don't count it. Stop. This will
You
be
guys-
this will be an exercise for the audience.
You want to see a magic trick? This is a cup of water. There's water inside. I turned water to brown.
What were we talking about?
Picture
Fuck you,
Logan
yeah.
Paul is gonna go right here.
Logan
Anyway,
Paul.
KSI is gonna be right here fighting Logan Paul.
anyway, the CEO of TikTok
Put him up, bro. All right, I'm back in it.
The CEO of TikTok came before Congress to speak on some
He
Should I
concerns.
did
say that I
what?
got a banana pudding?
He did what before Congress?
Came. He came before Congress to speak
Speak about what?
some concerning issues
Yeah.
and problems that the U.S. government had about the very popular platform. Correct.
All right, now
The
show us our
platform is
Congress.
correct.
Now, can you
Picture-
please?
Picture Ruth Gator Ginsburg's coffin right here. Here are the dimensions of the coffin for sizing purposes. Rest in peace.
Anyway, the questions that they were asking made our Congress look very silly. It made TikTok look like a patient saint of heaven. Because they were asking
Micro
questions
pizza.
like, does TikTok access my Wi-Fi network?
Wait, TikTok accesses my Wi-Fi network?
Yeah.
Ooh. That's kind of crazy.
Okay,
I
Proceed, Trace
don't
viewers. I gotta
understand.
uninstall
This
the
may
app.
draw some parallels to when Mark Zuckerberg had to testify before Congress. There seems to be a trend of these really old people in the most important offices in our country that know nothing about current technology.
I got
They
rid
claim
of
to
it.
be so in touch and like knowing with the like technology around them and things that happen on the platforms. But then they ask what TikTok is. They ask if it connects to the Wi-Fi. They
What
call
was
the
it?
I just watched TikTok for cool
I
like
think-
corn
I think
farms,
Erasmus is good for Congress. So.
like how to fill a grain barrel, how to harvest my corn, how to purify my water for my corn rows.
I used to learn about what's happening in Congress, like the passing of the Willow Project.
The what?
The Willow
Why don't you go ahead and explain what the Willow Project
Yeah, what's
is?
the Willow Project?
I'd like to know.
I gotta go piss.
Okay, guys, you want to see my Waluigi shoes?
Did the Spotify DJ?
All
just
right,
give me
guys.
a-
I don't think he went anywhere. I can still kind of visibly see him.
Oh no, he's
He's a
still
little
here.
there.
Watch this, guys. I'm gonna put a picture of Jacob Erastus Rooney right here.
Picture
Oh!
of Alaska being mined for oil right here.
Well, it's not gonna happen for another 5-ish years.
Explain what the Willow Project is.
They
What's gonna
basically
happen?
plan on, I remember how many miles it is or acres, whatever the fuck they use.
It's
The
for some
government
due
needs by
diligence.
kilometers. They plan on Alaska. Willow Project.
The Biden administration recently approved the
Oil.
decades-long oil drilling venture and the National Petroleum Reserve owned by the federal government. The Willow Project is
Oil.
whatever that word is, effort to extract 500.
Spell it.
It's something Phillips.
Ugh.
ConocoPhillips. Yeah, that is.
Oh,
A
ConocoPhillips.
ConocoPhillips effort to extract 576 million barrels of oil from Alaska over a 30-year period. You know, it is estimated to result in a 239 million metric tons of carbon dioxide emission over its lifespan, equivalent to driving more than 51 million gas-powered cars for a year. Now, I think the idea of, you know, trying to get oil, especially on U.S. ground, is so that, one, it's not imported from foreign countries, and two, so that gas prices and stuff like that can drop. But I don't think the pros are good for the cons that releasing toxic waste into the environment.
I couldn't hear a word of what you just said. But wait, I got a banana pudding.
I did it before I covered my face. I'm going inside.
Is that some yummy shit?
Generic diner food. Yummy shit.
Do not
Oh, yeah, I
mention
can do that.
Sam Hyde. Do not mention Sam Hyde. We will have no chance of sponsors before we even get monetized.
I think
Everything
you
is
just
gonna be
mentioned.
fucked.
Didn't you just mention him?
Serious right now, bro. Mention Speed. Speed is good.
One piece of pepper.
No, wait. No. I show Speed is good.
Except when he promoted that crypto scam.
Everybody
That was fine, to be honest.
I was like everybody.
Well, as I was saying, I don't think the pros outweigh the cons in the Willow project. I think it's very bad for the environment, and I'm an environmentalist. I care for the earth, you know.
How many trees have you tapped?
How many trees have I tapped?
Yes. Not like get sap. I mean like.
So you don't mean like?
Never mind. I had a joke incoming, but it got fucked up by. Never mind.
I've planted at least like two.
Man, this cop got me jibbing.
Like two, at least two. I remember
Now-
planting one a long time ago at like a school for like a school thing. And I planted one in my front yard like 80 years ago.
Really?
Yeah,
Personally,
Erastus?
I'm not a big environmental guy,
Yeah.
and I think it'd be great to have some domestic oil on the land in a state that's practically uninhabitable. So we don't have to compete with the foreign oil market. Remember what happened with those two places that went to war that one time?
Yeah.
They used that as a big
Well,
excuse.
that's also like the thing is with that two places that are at war is that really what do they have to do with it besides that they're the oil what's the company that like controls most of the world's oil? What's the name of it?
Latifa.
No, it's a Middle Eastern thing. Major oil company.
ExxonMobil,
No.
Oh my
That
god!
is what turned up.
because that's the answer.
No, it's not.
ExxonMobil.
It's
It's
ExxonMobil.
It's all the states in the Middle East that allied together for a public or for They basically tax other oil.
Yes, it's that's what it is. I forget the name though.
United Arab Emirates.
That's just the UAE.
Yeah, it's them. They have it. I
Yeah, they do
think.
have it. They're in it.
Oh.
I don't know. I haven't been there.
This
Shit.
chat is making me feel awake right now.
But you know where else has it? That's a lot closer. Alaska.
He's right.
Or Greenland. Why don't we just try to repurchase Greenland from Norway?
That's a terrible idea.
Because for one, Greenland doesn't have as many people, and it's quite literally inhospitable.
Alaska got way less people than Greenland.
That's a damn lie.
That's a damn truth.
Alright. Pull up the population here and here.
Yeah.
He gets Alaska, I get Greenland. Who got more population? Exactly.
But we'll
He's
put it
gonna
right
skew his
here.
numbers. Where did our good buddy?
All right, I can admit when I'm wrong. Maybe by more than a factor of 10.
What are we talking about? Sorry, I got a little sidetracked.
Question
He was
being,
playing Rise of
how does
Kingdoms.
Greenland only have 60,000 people?
Because it's literally inhospitable.
And
Now, for
Alaska
those 60
isn't?
Yes, people
Excuse
live
me.
in Alaska.
Their latitude is practically the same.
Isn't there that
That
town in
doesn't matter.
Alaska that's like day? Like.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's called
Greenland?
Reykjavik.
That's Iceland. That's the capital of Iceland.
But yeah, we're not gonna have to deal with environmental consequences in our lifetime. Not
Yeah,
ones
what
that are
about your
serious.
children?
I'm not gonna have any generativity. You're not either. For the people in our audience who don't know, Vastus is infertile.
I'm not infertile.
It's due to a testicular torsion incident that he had a few years back that rendered him infertile. He's still in denial about it.
I'm not infertile.
So-
I did have a testicular.
But I mean, if you don't know the 5 stages of grief, people move through them at varying speeds.
I've been through them
He's
before.
still in denial. Eventually, there will be anger, then bargaining, then depression, and then acceptance.
I'm on the depression part.
Oh, so it did happen. That's
This
good.
cup got me numb. This cup got me
Yeah,
tripping.
the cup got him numb. Cup got his nuts. Nuts don't work.
Yeah, I agree entirely.
All right, here we're gonna have to blur out this following inflammatory statement I'm gonna make about transgender people.
Mhm.
Here we go. Now we can progress.
That was
All
kind
right.
of crazy,
Now,
bro.
what do you
no,
mean?
no, that's crazy. Take that back. You take that back. That's kind
I'm
of
a
like a hot
villain,
take.
not a monster.
No, you're a monster. You're a monster. You're a monster. All right, I'm sorry.
I'm a
Sorry.
villain, not a monster.
Speaking about that, has anyone heard about the college that isn't accepting trans men?
Yes!
Yes, I did hear about that.
Holy
What?
shit!
It also promoted.
Did you hear about the college that Hillary Clinton went to?
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure that's the same one, is it not?
I don't know.
Let's see here.
Can you contribute to the goddamn conversation and stop bouncing?
Hey, you're looking
He's
the
like
wrong
you
way.
in
I'm
the
over
first
here.
edition.
He is kind of like you, like last week, bro.
You gotta look
You're
at me
just
when you
shit.
say that. I'll flip your camera. Don't worry.
That's because the cup didn't have me tripping that day.
Well, I don't have anything to add. I'm listening.
You gotta have something. There's no way you're.
What is your
listening to dark.
perspective on environmentalism?
Yeah, well, are you an environmentalist?
What matters
Personally.
more, U.S. profit or the environment?
Personally, I care about what comes into my house. So since I'm out of money right now because of all the money I spent on my truck's gasoline, because I drive a V6 that sucks gasoline, because that's what happens now. What I feel, personally, is that we should go destroy Alaska.
I agree.
So you're not an environmentalist, just like Woogie.
Just grow trees. It's not that
I
hard.
think
I got a whole yard.
disrupting an ecosystem and habitats of animals is a cruel thing to do.
Because y'all don't have trees in New York.
Black power.
They not us. They not us. That's a win. That's a win, baby.
That's
Bama, baby.
double.
Well,
W.
you got to think about it. Like, what's really the biggest incentive to doing it? Is it just domestic oil, so we
Yeah.
don't have to buy from foreign companies?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you think that outweighs you damage to the planet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Damage that we won't have to experience in our lifetime.
And they'll probably have a
Yeah, but
solution.
what about the kids or
What kids?
of
Not
their
my
kids?
kids.
They will
Yeah,
definitely
but it
have a
doesn't have to
solution
be
by
your
then.
kids.
100%.
Why would I care about other people's kids?
In 2100, they're gonna have a solution.
The species.
The species says, yeah. Do you care about the human race?
No.
Not really. Oh, I mean,
It's an
no,
enemy
I-
of humanity, bro.
oh well. Their loss, not mine.
I
Yeah,
think
I care about the Ford F-150 EcoBoost.
It's an important factor in my life. I just drove it to the food line to get a Wild Mike's Pizza and some
God,
line in my Coca-Cola.
Guns, Ford F-150, and country music.
And would
Country
God want you to destroy the
road.
land that he gracefully gave us?
Fuck
yeah,
him.
that's true.
I'm
God made the
taking
land,
that
and you're
shit.
ripping it out.
He gave us the oil. That's just y'all seem to forget.
But is he
Oh,
giving you
things
the
are gonna
right?
go extinct because of the oil mining. They're gonna turn into more fossil fuels. How about that?
Well, the issue, Woogie.
They want it to happen.
The issue, Woogie, is that there's only so much of everything on this planet Earth. Why destroy the Earth trying to get it? We got to preserve what
We're
little
not
we
gonna
have.
run out of it.
We
not-
got to preserve what we have.
We'll have enough for us.
Do you want to melt the ice caps, Woogie?
I don't give a fuck about the ice caps.
Wanna
I
melt
don't.
the
I
ice
don't have a
caps?
beachfront property. I'm not a millionaire. The millionaires don't care either.
Oh, here's a fun question for everyone. Okay, so if a glacier is actually in the ocean right now, it's floating around. If it were to melt, what would it do to the ocean's sea level?
The sea level would rise.
Incorrect.
Well, technically, no, it wouldn't because it's already in the water.
Correct.
But still, the other ice caps that are not in the water.
You're supposed to
would
let everyone
rise.
else answer.
Anybody ever? Who's a fan of their ice cubes melting in their glass of water, man? God.
Dude, it
damn.
happened to this one.
Yeah, that's because they get hot
Wow,
and they're
that's
not
a lot of
freezing.
water. It's almost like that water wasn't there before.
I missed.
I don't put no ice in the cup.
I don't have any drink anymore.
Rasmus,
I
can
drank
you
it all.
please elaborate on the drink that is inside of that cup?
It might actually just be nothing.
Bro, same!
Why are you taking out the ones under the main one? I think that there wouldn't be anything in those.
So he's drinking 1/6 of something.
and he caused critical damage.
Nom, nom, nom. Oh, can I have some of that toilet paper?
Why the fuck do you have toilet paper in your fucking?
Can I have some of that toilet paper? I got a boogie. I gotta get it out.
All right, let's look at the. Let's see. What did we did? We talked about the willow.
We didn't decide who was right about the environment yet.
There's
I
no
am.
right or wrong.
I'm never wrong. We've proven
You
that multiple
can't
times.
say. That's up to the viewer. That's up to Corey Stuckey and the viewers.
Oh, Corey Stuckey,
And
Corey
Noah
Stuckey.
Ryder.
Yeah, and Barnes.
What's up, Corey? Stop listening to funk music. Listen to real music.
Listen to Sweaty.
You're not in the gym hitting a PR. You're not Sigma. You're not cool.
Corey, I think you're cool. Just not when you dated that one bitch from New Jersey.
Yep.
That wasn't cool.
Mrs. Molinaro, if you're in the audience.
I hope so, bro. She was kind of. Damn, bro. I don't understand how this Spotify DJ could be missing so badly.
Mine's actually been pretty alright tonight. I quite
Dude,
enjoy.
I
What
know
is-
this song.
Can you stop?
Can you maybe if your camera wasn't
Stop
blurred, we
yelling,
could see what
maybe?
it said.
Okay, the tornadoes in Minnesota. Wait, what do you mean Minnesota? Wasn't it Mississippi?
I thought it was
definitely
Wisconsin.
Mississippi.
It was Tennessee and Mississippi. No,
Yeah.
Tennessee was the deadly crash.
I thought it was Texas.
That killed 6. We'll
Georgia
talk-
Maryland
had
was
one,
also the
I
deadly
thought it was
crash.
Florida.
What
None
state
of us
are
know. None of us. Alright, we're gonna be all talking about different things that happened.
Democrats
recently-
put
So
it
on the
so
Interstate
perfect.
695,
Well, I got
6
PFG
construction
yesterday,
workers were killed the
and
other
for
day.
some
I'm
reason,
saying,
when I
man,
got
what's
on the
the
game,
It like
Six
it went
little
across the
battles,
median
there
was no
killed
on the
victories had
highway.
because of the
Violent-
players
alright.
playing.
Donald Trump
It
ran
really
some
upset
check
me.
and
construction workers,
Speaking
and they
of
all
which-
died.
Sad day.
It's gonna
But
come
this
up
is
right
why-
here.
I was
It's
playing
not-
with this
are
mouse.
bad.
You
What
only
about
could
the
like
man?
one
We had
punch
fossil
reveal.
fuels. That's more cars in a
As well as
row.
the
We can be
used
walking.
It's Mississippi.
It's
Oh,
Mississippi. Shut
okay.
up. We've had enough. All right,
Okay,
back
Okay,
to
it's
one
Mississippi.
topic.
We're
Alright,
good.
alright,
It's Mississippi.
alright.
We're
No
good.
shit, it's Mississippi.
Mississippi.
It just took him a second.
We
It
apologize.
took you
One
a
of our
second.
co-hosts
You
is a
put
dumbass.
Minnesota.
No, I didn't.
It's your fault.
I put Florida. You can check right now. Look,
Florida's also like wrong. It's
No, but there was
you
a-
didn't.
I'm gonna
No,
put
no, no,
a
no,
proof
no,
right
but
here
there
that it was
was-
Florida.
there
It
was a-
says Minnesota.
There was a Florida couple who did visit Haiti and then got kidnapped by a gang who demanded $200,000 for their freedom.
What are you doing?
What are you talking about?
I'm waiting.
The Floridian couple that got kidnapped by the Haitians.
Floridians?
I told you I was in Florida.
I care about the two that got assassinated in Mexico.
I cared
By the
about my
cartel.
TF2 gameplay.
And the cartel sent us a couple of their men and greatly apologized to the U.S. Government.
Well, like Hector Salamanca? Yes, Jacob.
Second floor collapse at Pennsylvania off-campus party injures 12 police.
No, he's got a gun!
L.
Oh
No, that's a
crap!
police
No,
report. It
crap!
doesn't
Nope.
injure-
I'm listening.
What is he talking about?
I don't know.
All right, now let's focus in on Noah DeGraw real quick. What the fuck is he saying? What is this guy saying?
Did you really put growing your morals through accepting Jesus Christ on the topic list?
Are you fucking stupid?
All right,
The mud.
As-
Russ!
all right.
What?
Now we're on to the Dead by Daylight patch now.
Yep, that's important. That's more important than anything else.
So I got some things I gotta say about
We
the
need to go
Dead by
top to
Daylight.
bottom. We need to
I
go top to
personally
bottom.
believe Jesus
Wait, do you
Christ
have
should be in
do you have
smut.
the developer update link?
I believe we should
Oh
add
my
Jesus
God.
Christ in the smut. I have it. I have it.
Because I don't have it.
Wait,
Do
pull
you,
that
want
out,
me to,
Jacob.
do you want me to screen share it?
I gotta hear that one.
It's in general chat. It's in the podcast script.
You gotta say that, man.
Do we need to? No, man, we're not scripted.
Like the cheaters, like the script kiddies, the
You
one
want,
that
me
go
to,
like,
you want me to screen share?
you
so
know, like in
can see it?
CS:GO, they're like,
No.
in
I have
CS:GO,
it
they
open.
like, they go,
Open?
I have it
Okay.
open.
and then they
So-
go.
Wait till this fucking idiot's done, bro. So
Alright,
there was There was recently a developer.
Alright, let's go.
There was a develop. Wait. There was a developer update that was released by,
Alright, I'll
the developers
calm
of
down.
Dead by Daylight.
I apologize.
This was released,
This is
or it
my
was
bad,
last
all of our
updated the
followers,
24th,
streamer fellas.
March,
This is
where it
apologies
talked
for
about, where it talked about perk changes and some overhauls to things that either were very busted and needed to be changed, or have no relevance and had either niche buffs or nerfs.
Okay, wait, you're not going to top to bottom, okay?
I'm giving an overview. I'm gonna start. The first things are some pretty good improvements, with the Blood Web being able to auto buy, instead of going through and wasting so much more time.
There's actually something about that I didn't notice.
The automatic purse.
There's... You're not... Okay, buddy, you're not the dictator, bro. You're not...
I was talking.
Something I didn't notice about this. There's an automatic purchase, which is where you click in the middle and it buys the whole Blood Web. And then there's a Blood Web chain where you click a specific item and it buys through the Blood Web to it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're
I
gonna do
know
a
that.
setup while we
No,
talk about
I
Dead by
kinda
Daylight.
like that.
I
I
actually
kinda
didn't
like
see that.
No, I kind of like that.
There's the Blood Web chain and then there's an automatic purchase.
Oh yeah, right
And you
here.
can also only do the automatic purchase after first prestige.
That doesn't
for whatever
matter,
reason.
Really. All right. Well, then those are pretty good changes, I think. Like if you want like certain add-ons or like certain items instead of
No, I like
auto-buying,
it when the Blood Web is slow.
you can you can chain buy. I like that.
It allows
So-
me to think about my sins when
I
I
think-
have to sit through the blood web.
I think those are pretty good changes.
Oh, my apologies, co-host. Oh
Anyway.
man, I gotta crack my neck too. Uh-huh.
Anyway,
Visual terror radius,
visual terror radius.
a
That's
feature
cool.
imported from
I
Dead
like
by
that.
Daylight Mobile.
Yeah,
Helpful
really.
for those of us who are brain dead.
It's like
And
me
hard
in
of hearing,
Fortnite.
if you
That's,
can.
Hard
that's
of
cool.
hearing.
There's some colorblind options too.
That's
apparently.
boring. That's for Gage.
You got
For
off,
people-
you got deuteranopia, protanopia, and tritanopia,
Mhm.
and also the braille option.
So-
You're gonna be able to touch your computer screen and see where the killer is.
So,
Oh, the
that's
trapper's over there. Okay.
that's really nothing like, and that's an optional thing. You don't have to have it on.
That was
Yeah.
good.
There's some changes being made to the Autohaven maps. Most notable, we'll start from the top. We have the Blood Lodge. I think they're moving the main building towards the center of the map more.
That's
They're
cool.
also putting more pallet spawns on the edges of the map to prevent dead zones.
That's also very
They-
cool.
Together, yep. Features several maze tiles, high walls with a pallet and or window. Clever survivors can combine these tiles to create stronger loops, making them very difficult to catch. So it's just some changes to Blood Lodge. I think Gas Heaven is the one with the most changes, right?
Das Haven
Yeah,
is one
It's
of
taking
those
out those
things that-
annoying ass long car piles.
Very cool.
And it's also moving the actual gas building to the center of the map or closer to it. I believe it's also changing spawn rules to prevent pallet spawns and windows from being too strong.
That's good.
Yeah, those long walls are really fucking annoying.
Some of these changes will spill over into the remaining Autohaven record maps.
'Cause That's
with,
probably
like,
what the
edge
pallet
tiles.
spawns.
Yeah, edge tiles, small tiles, blah, blah, blah. Gameplay such as possible pallet spawn locations, so new spawn locations as well. Which I guess is fine. Again, not very interesting, not like a complete rework, just shifting some things. And then we get to, I think, the biggest insult, or at least the biggest waste of an idea, is healing and the way it works. They're kind of changing it. Healing right now in the game takes 16 seconds if you don't have sloppy or you don't have a med kit or you don't have like a boon. It takes 16 seconds by default when you're injured. They're changing it to 24 seconds by default, which I think is a little unnecessary and very long. And with the changes to normal healing, there was medkit alterations as well, where your healing speed of your teammates was reduced. And it varies depending on what medkit you bring, but it's not as fast as it would have been. Which
It's
I
an
think,
overall reduction of effectiveness of medkits and their add-ons.
yeah, I think that incentivize bringing. I think medkits are going to become more meta now, or more necessary at least, and especially if it takes 24 seconds to heal by default. You're going to want at least like 2 or 3 medkits on your team, and nobody's going to want to heal their teammate if they're healing slower anyway. It's just
Yeah,
going to focus yourself.
I also think that like when a survivor brings items, there's little that the killer can do to interact with it unless they have Franklins. So I feel like they shouldn't be nerfing healing overall, but they should just be nerfing medkits. Because they also nerfed flashlights in this update,
Well, yeah, we'll get to that
so I
soon.
feel like they should nerf the items themselves and not the mechanic.
And then nothing changed to toolbox, but
Yeah,
and
some
I think
things like brand new part are very strong.
yeah, I think it's pretty similar. Like they're still pretty strong. That pretty much covers it, I think. Medkit add-ons are being changed. It doesn't really specify. Charges on the medkits were different to match the new healing time. So I think it's a second to charge. So all medkits now have a. Oh, whoa. All medkits now have a 24 charge by default.
Yeah.
So does that mean the common one and the very rare and the uncommon and the rare all have 24 charges?
I think at the bottom it summarizes it. It says, with any combination of add-ons or medkits, it's impossible for a medkit to fully heal a survivor more than twice.
Yeah,
so, I mean, before, if you had like a ranger medkit and certain add-ons, you could do it 3 times. Now it's a maximum of 2.
Are you serious right now?
I guess. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. I think it's pretty stupid to change the way healing works instead of just changing the way medkits work.
Thank
But,
God
you know.
they're nerfing survivors.
I'm not. I'm not a DVD dev, so I don't know. And then, anyway, we get to the perk updates. There's some changes to some perks. Starting on killers, we got Gearhead from Deathslinger, I think. Yeah.
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 So-
yeah,
Gearhead is kind of a very mid at best perk.
very niche.
Yeah, so pretty much when you hit a survivor, if a survivor hit a great skill check on any gen, you'd see their aura for a couple seconds. That's being changed to when you hit a survivor, your head is active for 30 seconds. And any survivor who hits a good skill check will get their aura revealed to up to 8 seconds. 10 if you have lethal. Which I think it's better, but I still think it's very mid.
Yeah, I mean, it's an information perk that's first off based on survivor action, and second off based on random chance of when the skill checks come up.
Yeah, I don't think it's
So
very
it-
reliable.
There's not a lot that a killer can do to get value out of it.
No, I don't think
I
so.
will
either.
still die to this perk.
And then
Yeah.
the next perk is a Hattie perk called Overzealous. Very different. It's not really.
terrible. Very bad.
It's very bad, and the change doesn't. I mean, it's better, but I still
Comment,
think-
you can't get me, Mr. Deathslinger, if you run distortion.
Anyway, Overzealous used to grant you a boost at doing things like I think, is it every conspicuous action,
No, it's just generators.
or is it just
Yeah.
generators?
Repair
Okay.
speed bonus.
Yeah, so it used to just give you a repair speed bonus when you cleanse the totem. Now it's giving you a little bit more of a bonus when you either cleanse or bless a totem.
The good thing
So-
about that, if I read it right, if it kept part of its original passive, if you cleanse a hex totem, you get 20% extra repair speed.
Yeah, it says cleansing a hex totem gives more of a bonus.
It doubles it, so you get a 20% instead of 10.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah. Still
sense.
pretty limited application though.
Yeah, because a lot of the times when there is a hex, it's a 1 in 4 chance that you're going to be the one to get it anyway, you know?
That would
Yeah.
be all right with small game and detective's hunch.
I mean, something like resilience or even that one Victor perk, potential energy, they're going to be more effective. Prove thyself as well.
Yeah, those are definitely more effective gen perks than Overzealous. And now next perk, which definitely needed a nerf, and I agree with this, is Scourge Hook Pain Resonance from the artist. It used to be where you get 4 white hooks because it's a scorch hook, and every time you hooked a survivor, the gen would explode and lose. Was it also? I think it's still 15%.
Yeah.
So I think it is. I think it is.
They
15.
reduced the difference between the perk tiers, but I think the maximum is still 15%, and it was
Yeah.
15%.
So basically, the killer could do that over and over and over again in the match, no matter you just keep hooking on those white hooks. 15% to the gen that has the most progress every single time. Very
Gen
strong killer
regression
perk.
that could not be stopped by the survivors.
No, now it's getting changed. You start the perk, or you start the match with 4 tokens, and it's a token corresponds with a survivor. So each time you hook a survivor for the first time on the white hook, it consumes one of your tokens and hits the gen with the most progress, still losing 15%. But that makes it to where you can only do it once per survivor and 4 times during a match, which I think is definitely more fair, and you can work around it too.
Yeah.
It doesn't promote tunneling. It actually promotes switching your target, which I like. Because if you want to hit another pain res, you're going to have to go to someone who hasn't been hooked yet, instead of tunneling somebody who's already been hooked. So I think that's a pretty good change. Dead Hard had a slight change to where now you have
That is more than a slight change. Yeah, that's not going to
That's a
slide.
complete rework.
No, it's not. It even says it right here. Therefore, Dead Hard has also received a slight rework, because it doesn't change fundamentally how it's used in a chase. It just changed how you activate it. It's no longer activated when you're injured. It activates after you unhook a survivor safely. That's the only difference.
But I think
Why run that when I can run
exhaustion
deliverance?
as a concept, it doesn't have an upper limit of how many times it can be reset. No matter what you're going to do, you can only get hooked 12 times as a team in a game.
That is true.
Also, it's safe on hooks.
That is true. That is true. Well,
That's another thing about the language, too, in these perk updates. For Scourge Hook, Pain Resonance, and Dead Hard, it says they both gradually found their way back into the meta. They didn't gradually find their way back into the meta. They were meta immediately. And have been.
No. I think what they're talking about is that Pain Res had a rework a long time ago. Originally, when it was released, when you hooked a survivor, the survivor on that gen screamed, and it revealed the people, like how many people was on it. So then they took that away, and people stopped running it, and then realized that it's still good and brought it back. It's the same thing with Dead Hard when they changed it from the, dash forward to the 0.5 second thing. People stopped using it and then realized that it's still good and brought it back.
Yeah, but I don't think it was as gradual as they're making it out to be. I think they're trying to make up for them being slow to change the game.
That shit was pretty fast.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the Dead Hard change. We get to Call the Brine, which is a Onryo or Sudoko perk that when you hit a gen, it regresses at 200% speed until somebody starts working on it. Very busted, the strongest gen regression perk, arguably in the game right now. So it got nerfed pretty badly to where it was originally 200% and they dropped it to 125%, which I think is just going to kill the perk entirely. At least there's got to be some other gen regression perk that you can use that isn't Call of Brine. That isn't really that much better than Ruin, to be fair. But I think maybe 150% should be its max. I think 125 is a little low. That shit's probably gonna get dropped.
Yeah, I don't know. They gutted it pretty hard.
Yeah.
Similar thing happened with Overcharge from the
Mhm.
Doctor. A 70% reduction in regression speed bonus. Also a reduction in the missed special skill check penalty by 1% per level.
Yeah, I think what they're doing with this is it prevents a lot of 3-genning from happening very easily. It makes it harder to defend a 3-gen, especially with a certain killer that plays around 3-genning.
Certain 2 killers, depending on who you ask.
Fair enough. And 3-genning has become
I love Nurse.
a very very interesting issue with those killers. So I think this is their indirect way, instead of nerfing the killers, to nerf the perks that help support a 3-gen.
Interestingly enough, though, they don't touch things like Deadlock or Deadman Switch.
That is
Deadman
true.
Switch is funny.
Yeah.
I think Deadlock and Demon Switch do need a little nerf. They're very good. They didn't touch a lot of perks actually. They only touched perks that they saw were doing phenomenal.
Yeah, I think it's the problem with them, looking at spreadsheets, looking at numbers, instead of actually getting in the game and playing against it.
Yeah, they don't really.
Skill issue.
They don't listen to what the community says. It looks like they're just looking at numbers they're getting, data that they have from matches that go into their feed. Perfect example, though. I think this was necessary. It was Boon Circle of Healing change by Michaela.
Michaela Reed.
Yeah. So originally, you used to be able to boon a totem and be able to heal yourself and other survivors in it at a faster rate, and heal yourself. I think at the same rate that self-care healed you, or a little faster than that.
Gotta have it faster.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. Anyway, they're changing it to now when you put up the boon, you can no longer self-heal. Instead, you heal survivors at a 50% healing speed. At tier 3, it's 50% healing speed bonus to others. And the auras of injured survivors within the moon range will reveal to all other survivors at all times.
Kind of like a universal version of empathy when they're in the range of the totem.
Now,
Yeah.
you would think this is bad, but if you go back up to the healing, it makes this kind of necessary. Especially if it's a 24-second thing, you're going to need this to heal other people 50% faster.
Yeah, it's still going to be very strong.
Yeah.
Also, the thing of people getting highlighted when they're in the range, it's going to signify to survivors that they should leave and go help them. And with the changes to the HUD, you're going to know, okay, all 3 of us shouldn't get off our generator. It should only be one of us who goes help the person that's highlighted.
True. So, I think that's it for all the perks, right? Yeah.
Yeah, now we're on to the killer updates.
Starting with the Hillbilly.
One of the most questionable things I've seen. The background, I'm a little bit of a hillbilly guy, a bit of a hillbilly player. Here's what they've done here. Something with overheating. When you're chainsaw sprinting, the heat generated increases. I think when the heat that generates when you start, like the charge, it has been decreased though. So the main thing here is the engravings, both the Doom and Death engravings, yellow and green. Trayson's dead.
I'm looking at you. I'm listening.
Anyway, they've reduced the movement speed bonus on these, which is gonna decrease people's ability to do everything cool on Billy, everything fun on Billy. You're not gonna be able to curve as well, not gonna be able to flick as well. It's gonna be fucking stupid. I don't know where they got this idea from. All of his other add-ons suck. The theory right now is that they're the standout add-ons from everything else in his kit, and once again, the devs are looking at a spreadsheet of what people use and the kill rate of those add-ons, and they're just fucking with it from a distance, not actually playing the game.
Yeah, I'm about 99% sure that no survivor or killer has ever complained about the add-ons for Hillbilly, because, Hillbilly players, they're few and far between. So this is kind of like a big fuck you to anybody who plays the Hillbilly or likes playing against the Hillbilly. I think it lowers the amount of fun that can be had and makes the killer not want to be played by other people anymore.
Yes, Erastus.
Fuck you, Woogie.
I
You're
fucking hate you.
hillbilly. You're the only hillbilly player I know.
I fucking hate you.
He's innocent. He's an innocent man.
It's such a fun killer to play with and against. And the most fun build has always been the crack Billy, the double engravings that increase your speed, so you can fucking curve around cars on Autohaven, or go flying across the map at light speed. Trayson, what do you think about playing against the Hillbilly?
Personally, my first, other than that one custom game, the first killer I ever played was Hillbilly, and I won both matches I played with him. I haven't beat a level 50 Prestige TTV guy. He was playing one dude. He was really fast, but he couldn't handle me, so I killed him first. I like.
What about playing against him?
Did you have a fun time?
Well, I had a fun time, but playing against him, I'm kind of bad, so I always lose. But I don't think he deserved any nerfs. He was fine. He was a good boy.
Yeah, Trey's a little bit newer to the game. Even he sees the dynamic.
I think he was a good boy.
I think that it's definitely that they're looking at standout perks and add-ons instead of listening to the community. Because why the fuck would they have any reason to nerf Hillbilly?
I think
And
that's
that
what they
point
do
is
in
proven
Fortnite.
further by the other changes that have happened.
Now, these are all pretty similar between the pig all the way to the executioner, but we'll start at the pig, I guess.
We don't even have to talk about those.
They're all very niche add-ons that got buffed slightly. The John's medical file for the pig increases the pig crash movement speed, and the add-on hasn't been performing very well. That's their quote. So they've increased the add-on's movement speed bonus to 10%, was 6. Again, I don't think anybody asked, but sure.
Similar thing with the Oni, increasing movement speed while absorbing blood by 0.3 meters a second. If you tell me that you noticed that shit, you're a goddamn liar. Never before have I focused on the Oni speed while absorbing blood. Who gives a shit?
Well, personally, I don't think that they're a
The-
liar. I think that they're a spreadsheet.
The add-ons for the Freddy's add-ons, Sheep Block and Unicorn Block, inflict blindness on survivors. All they're doing is making it a little longer by an extra 30 seconds. That is what it is. And the Executioner Scarlet Egg add-on increases the duration of Killer Instinct inflicted by Rites of Judgment by a second and a half. I think that was original, right? So now they're doubling it to increase it to 3 seconds. But really, you're not really gonna see this happen unless you're in chase, and by that point, it's not really gonna be useful. Like, survivors know that crouching through the Rite of Judgment is just gonna avoid this anyway. So, I guess it's
Or running around it otherwise.
yeah, it's very avoidable. But it's a buff, I guess. Can't really complain, right? Now the clown add-on, where the pinky finger, the one where if you direct at a
You
survivor,
throw the shit at them, and they get exposed for the
I gotta
duration of them being drunk.
Ew.
It used to reduce the amount of bottles maximum by 2, which can be counteracted by another add-on that added 2 more. Now it reduces the held bottles by 3. I mean,
Whoa.
Okay. right?
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is magical.
I think that's
Look at
pretty
that.
awesome.
it's definitely better. But
It's better survivor side.
I think it doesn't really make that big of a difference. I think there's still add-ons that you can carry more bottles anyway.
Yeah, I mean, even still, the clown, and he's not too strong. I'm not too worried about the impact of Redhead's pinky finger on my mental health.
Now, keeping with item changes,
I'd rather see them remove Tombstone before any of these add-ons get put into place.
You don't like being insta-killed?
Some would say I wouldn't. For a little bit of add-on, guys, like, let's put it up on the screen how many times everyone's been moried.
it's going to be 0 or
Here's
1
me.
for everybody else, and then 20 for Erastus.
Here's me.
He gets targeted because they know his address. It's a whole thing that happened with 2018.
Same rest in 2018.
Drop it. Drop it.
All
Drop
right,
it.
now
Anyway.
make it a new Make it-
Let's segue into something else that isn't that guy. Let's go back to the
I'll make a
item
nuisance
change
sound.
for flashlights. So flashlights themselves didn't get changed, but their abilities that come with them, like being able to
Wakanda.
burn the Wraith when he's in his cloak, burn the nurse between blinks, and shooing away the artist's crows,
Birds.
and disabling Hag's traps have all been removed from the flashlight. You can no longer burn the Wraith, you can no longer burn the nurse, the birds don't get affected, and the Hag traps you don't need a flashlight to remove anymore. It's now kind of like a trapper thing, I'd assume. Where you clear traps. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't agree with their rationale. They say that the flashlight unique interactions were originally added when there weren't that many killers in the game, but the mechanics feel out of place now that there's more killers in the game, and that the ones that are affected by these unique interactions are unfairly punished. But I just think it removes like some uniqueness in the matches.
It definitely, yeah. At that point, it's like it's not very different. Like, there's no variety in the matches. I feel like it's the same thing, cut and paste. I think they should embrace uniqueness for killers instead of
like
just
like
getting rid of
sure.
it.
Oh, why the hell am I being stunned? It's just because I'm playing the Wraith. If I was the Trapper and someone was shining a flashlight at my back, I'd be fine. Yeah, I get that, but I think there is some element of fun and uniqueness to be had, like dodging the flashlight and then trying to get the hit while uncloaking. Not to mention the nurse, higher levels of play, flashlights against the nurse. That had like a skill ceiling of its own. I mean, some in the higher level tournaments, some very unique interactions, where someone flashlights the nurse to prevent her from blinking onto them. But all that's gonna be gone now because it's unfair punishment and beyond their control. So-
And I guess I get the idea of why they want to do that, but I don't think that's a positive change. That's pretty much it for the flashlights, I believe, right?
Yeah, and then some shit with the Rift. Not even the actual functionality of the Rift, it's something with the lore. Which I cannot emphasize how much I do not care about.
Ew.
It's
Yeah.
the Rift. It's the Rift lore.
I mean, I guess if you like the Rift lore, you can read the
Who
fucking.
likes listening to
developer
little
update
voice
yourself.
messages when they're in the Rift when they do a cool challenge?
Ugh.
Like this video if you like the Rift.
Bro, we're gonna have like 20 dislikes.
No, we won't because
Anyway.
YouTube dislikes are disabled.
That's it for the DBD developer notes. I don't mind some of the perk changes. I think the healing change is terrible. Map changes, I guess, are fine. Flashlight changes shouldn't be implemented. Overall, that was pretty bad. I
Yes,
think.
Erastus.
Billy Nerf I hate.
Billy Nerf, if that happens, I think I might have to start a riot.
Yes,
That's
Erastus.
behavior.
Yes,
Yes.
Erastus.
Yes, Erastus.
And he's muted.
I didn't know he was stupid.
I just got splashed by the fish. Basically, I agree with the healing terms to an extent. What they're trying to do is they're trying to make the games last longer, which in its own term is some bullshit. But I can understand what they're trying to do because Smite did the same goddamn thing.
They did. Because I play Smite more than Dead by Daylight.
They did that with the Bastions, right? To make the game go longer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They don't feel
Thought so.
like they're even close to in place in matches.
But see, with Smite, the way they did that is they counteracted it by making less farm in the jungles, so jungles had to gank more and actually have fights.
That's why Bacchus Jungle works.
Here, they're just nerfing healing for no goddamn reason.
Yeah, and what brings that into question is if they're trying to slow down the games, why would they gut some of the strongest gen regression perks in the game?
Exactly.
Because they're
You can-
stupid.
You can live without healing. You can equip resilience. And
No mither.
be great.
Yeah.
You can't get out
Number one,
without
no
doing
mither,
the gens though. So if you're gonna fuck up healing, people are just gonna ignore it and then do the gens anyway, which killers aren't gonna be able to stop as well as they were before.
Do you think resilience is gonna make a comeback?
It never went away, but I think it'll be more prevalent. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Also, the vault speed increase is cool sometimes.
I think
'cause
that's
the
cool.
game's horrendous servers.
I think that's cool.
I
I think the Dead Hard change
I
would be
think
fun.
I think DBD needs to listen to its community, and changes that we want instead of changes that they see are like prevalent on their spreadsheet or the data that they have. So I think the idea is that they want every killer to have like a 60% kill rate or something. And I think perk changes are gonna not really help with that at all. Like, it's just not happening.
Ah.
All right, what's
Anyways.
the next thing? Minecraft, because I really like Minecraft.
I really love
Yeah.
Minecraft. That game's fun.
What do you got to say about Minecraft?
See, so I was playing that Minecraft like beta, the 1.7.3 beta. That was fun, man. I hopped in there. I was like, I had my mouse out and I did the thing where I can spin it really fast because it's a Logitech mouse, and my inventory was like bugging out the whole time. I had fun, man. I went underground with mine, made a big hole.
Wasn't there a mob vote recently?
Yeah.
What did they add? Wait, what were the
They
mob
added
options?
a mob called the Sniffer.
The sniffer?
He
Wasn't it
Oh
rigged?
yeah, I knew about that. I think it was
Didn't-
rigged.
Didn't somebody say it was rigged?
Probably.
Or I
because
don't
it's
think it
the
was rigged.
Sniffer.
I think I heard it was rigged. Yeah.
I think it was something like the other two mobs, the previews that they showed were bullshit, but the sniffer showed actual like useful features that related to the gardening update or something.
You
Or
remember
not
when they added
gardening,
the dude
fucking
that like,
archaeology.
you know the dude when you're like not sleeping for 3 days and he's like,
The Phantom?
ow, ow,
Phantom?
ow, and they add him for like the people that vote for him are just like reported now. Everyone hates them. They've been like arrested and stuff.
I like the Phantom update.
Shut up.
Yeah, it reminds me of real life when I go outside.
Y'all know the glow squid too. That was another
Goddamn squirrels.
really
After
really
not
great
sleeping
addition.
for the night.
But other than those terrible choices by Mojang and Microsoft, I think the game's pretty fun. I have fun playing it.
All right, show us a video of the sniffer.
Okay, we got 2 videos of the sniffer.
Sniffer sprite going right here. It's long. It's long.
It's
I think.
very long.
I've never seen it.
I've seen it.
We'll see it in post production.
What's that?
That's Big E.
With the
I didn't
fish.
put that there.
Sorry,
I
guys.
put it there.
Please continue. I gotta go take a quick urine break.
I'm not sure there is much to continue on.
You know, how come he's allowed to take a urine break? Last time I asked, I peed all over my chair.
So are we ending? Because I'll wait if we're ending.
Well,
Unless we can keep going for like another minute.
That's the end of our topic list.
I had
That
fun.
is the end of our topic list.
I enjoyed listening
How
to the
long
Dead
have
by
we been
Daylight.
recording?
It says that we've only recorded 36 minutes.
Only.
How long is it? When did I start? 90.
Last one was
9,
like an hour.
I thought it was
Yeah.
like 40 minutes.
It was like 50 minutes.
50? What was it? We can look.
Well,
I
the
don't
upload
remember
is a
that
little bit
long.
longer.
Yeah, it was long and it was boring and
It's
it
like
was
50
shit.
minutes. Oh, it was super
Yeah, but
fun.
at least there was some content in this
I
one.
thought it was funny.
I feel like.
I don't know. The first one's probably
Yeah,
the best
what
one.
I'm saying, if it's the end of the topic list, there's no need to artificially extend it.
Yeah, we do. We
Okay,
gotta hit.
yeah,
We gotta
that's
hit
it.
10 minutes.
So that was. That was
Can't
pretty good.
believe that we extended this broadcast of more than 10 minutes for the ads.
All right, now who's gonna do the outro?
Trayson. Can't really
Yeah,
talk this
Trayson,
time.
you have
Guys,
included the
that
lead.
video was insane! I really hope you guys smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and hit the bell notification icon!
Yeah!
Oh wait, we gotta get a thumbnail. Fuck.
Oh shit, we gotta. Okay, yeah, we gotta get a thumbnail.
This is our react. Everybody react to your least favorite or most favorite part of the DBD patch notes, whatever emotion that may be. For me, it's gonna be the hillbilly changes.
Hold on.
That's a good thumbnail.
I think. All right.
Oh, guys, let me
Stop
bring that
crying.
back. Y'all okay? Are y'all okay?
Stop crying, you fucking drunk bastard.
Are y'all okay?
Ah!
Can we get a top of the morning, ladies, to end it off?
No.
Top of the morning, laddies. My.
Are y'all guys okay? Did I hurt you?
Are you done yet?
Okay, man. Okay, dude.
Okay. Okay, they're okay.
Whoosh.